All right, so good morning or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing a good day, having a good day. This is Miss Rice speaking from her home in beautiful Westchester County. I just wanted to go over an expectation that we're going to be working on today, Friday, as well as next week in all of the global classes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try and review concepts for the regions and that we've learned so far this year. So just as a way for us to sort of recap what we've learned and connect all of our ideas and concepts together. In order to fill these out, you may use your textbook. You may use the online textbooks that we'll show you. You can also use any internet resource that you'd like that is reliable. And if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to your teacher. And you can also use your notes, and you should use your notes. So just to go over, I'm going to first read this together with each other. So next week, we're going to begin to review concepts we learned this year using concept maps. As you review each topic, you're going to fill in the review sheets with contextual information, a description of the topic's significance, and identify related enduring issues. Then you will create a concept map of the topic to practice recalling and organizing the information you reviewed. So a concept map. In the end, that is what you're going to be making us. So what is a concept map and why use one? So a concept map is a way to represent ideas, a concept, a topic, and it's a way of showing how different ideas connect. So it is a visual picture that you get to make that's going to help make topics connect to each other. And it will be a way to help make things easier and make a mental map, right? So how do you create a concept map? Well, we're going to start with a central concept. So in the map that I'm going to be showing you, the concept is the rise of fascism. From there, you're going to be given a list of words and ideas that you have to use in your concept map. But from there, you should also brainstorm other ideas and topics that relate to the topic and put those on the left-hand side of your page. From this central concept, then you're going to start to connect the ideas on your list. All right? And you can use words like cause, effect, example to help connect your different words, and you can explain the connections. Okay? On the right side here, we have a few different tips for how to make a really good concept map. So you should categorize your ideas, right? You should use arrows to show and explain connections. Feel free to do images. If you do a concept map using the computer, I definitely recommend using lots of pictures and tools. And you can also change the paper however you want. It might be hard to format it how we have it, so you can do it any way you'd like on that piece of paper. It's your own mind map. So you can try out different ways for you to remember. What we want to see that you are able to do is that you're able to connect the big important words and concepts together. You can show how they relate to each other. Okay, so what I want to show you here is what you're going to see in your assignment for today, and then what it will be like for the rest of the week. So for your assignment for today, you are going to fill out this first sheet. All right, so on this first sheet, you're going to see the event is the rise of fascism, and there's some pictures to help remember those ideas. And then you're going to want to describe the long and short-term effects. You also want to explain the causes. What's the context? What was going on at the time that led to the rise of fascism? So once again, this is all review from this past week's work, right? Then we want you to try and remember to connect to enduring issues. What kind of issues can you connect with the rise of fascism? So one thing I have here is the impact of ideas and beliefs. And the reason why I was thinking of that is I was thinking about how nationalism, the idea of nationalism, helped contribute to the rise of fascism. And also the idea of fascism itself was a new idea and belief that helped create different dictators at this time. But there's other enduring issues that you can definitely use, and we'll support you with providing you some examples of enduring issues to remind you, but you can connect to many, many different issues. What you are then to do is on the right side, show other examples of this idea. So for example, for the impact of ideas and beliefs, I might say, oh, you know, the Enlightenment also was a time of lots of ideas and beliefs that caused a lot of change in governments, just like how the rise of fascism caused change in government. So that's another example of an enduring issue, how new ideas and beliefs can cause change in government. So now, the moment you've been waiting for, the concept map. So every day next week, you're going to see this first page to help you brainstorm your ideas, to remember and review. And we want you to fill this one out, just like how we're asking to fill it out today. And then on the next page, you're going to see a concept map on the rise of fascism or the other topic, whatever the event is that day. On the left side, you're going to see the terms that you're going to need to use for your concept map. And then on the right side, you'll just see a bubble in the middle that says rise of fascism. You can move around the words on this page however you want, okay? Your job is only to connect these words to this idea, okay? So let me show you what I did. I actually had a very hard time with the computer, and so I decided instead to draw a picture. So I drew a picture on my on a piece of paper at home, and I just took a picture of it and I put it here. All right, so you are welcome to do this too. You're also welcome to just take the picture and submit the picture right onto Google Classroom. So I want to show you what I did. So I have here the rise of fascism, and I identified two things, causes and effects. So I want to just pull up again. Here are all of our different terms: the Treaty of Versailles, Great Depression, hyperinflation, nationalism, World War I, Weimar Republic, Mussolini, Hitler, black shirts, propaganda, government control of media, and aggression. And from there, I made different connections. So I thought I could group things like hyperinflation, the Treaty of Versailles, and the Great Depression, because all three of those things all created a bad economy. And I thought, oh, well, a bad economy was one of the causes for the rise of fascism. What were other causes? I thought, oh, another one was the fact that there was a weak government. And so with the weak government, there were new democracies in Europe at the time, like the Weimar Republic in Germany, and they couldn't fix the economy. It was a weak government. They couldn't solve the problems. In addition to that, there was lots of nationalism. Groups like Mussolini's black shirts glorified Italy's past, using extreme nationalism to push for change. And next to it, I drew a picture of a fasces, because I remember when we were learning about Mussolini, we talked about that symbol of the fasces as a way of showing nationalism, reminding everyone of the ancient Roman times. Then I go over here on my effects, and I just wrote first, Hitler and Mussolini formed totalitarian governments in Italy and Germany. Because that's the big effect, right? Because of the rise of fascism, that idea of fascism, we see Mussolini and Hitler come into power, and they're going to form totalitarian governments. And some of the effects of this totalitarian government you can see here: aggression, an end of democracy, and controlled the media. And then I have below each one, right? For aggression, what that meant is that they were being aggressive, and Mussolini and Hitler, they both expanded their armies, and they both used war to build nationalism and to improve its economy. Over here, I wrote end of democracy, because now they are totalitarian governments. And I also wrote that as a totalitarian leaders, they will control the media through doing things like book burning, censorship, and propaganda. So what I did is I connected the ideas that were on the previous page, and I also added some of my own words, like book burning. That was something I remembered learning that I wanted to include on this piece of paper. I also wrote one other thing. I just sort of explained this rise of fascism. Leaders like Mussolini and Hitler promised simple solutions to complex problems. And that's how these different problems in the government and the economy led to the rise of fascism. All right? So this is one example. You can do this in many different ways. And if you're having trouble, we will all be there to help you answer questions. This is a chance for you to review, to think back on what you've learned and try and make sense of it. All right? All our best. So today what you're going to work on is not a concept map. This is our example this time around. That's your sample you're going to have. But what you are going to do is create and answer this first step of the questions. On Monday, you won't have to watch the video, and so in the time that this video takes, we would like you to actually make a concept map for that day's topic. All right? You have a great afternoon. I hope you're doing well. All my best. Take care.